Okay, I heard a quote that I'm going to share here. Hello, dear friends from Advanced Radio. Our studio has changed. We are in front of a new soundboard here. I hope you're doing well. Today we're talking about pets. I've brought my pet Contrayu, my pet guppy fish here, to demonstrate something about pets today. We want to hear, do you have any pets? Just write it in the comments below. I have a dog. His name is Xiaoming. Or like, I have a cat. Her name is Godzilla. And let us know your pet and their name. Peter, do you have any pets?
I do, actually. We have a dog named Mei Mei.
Mei Mei.
Yeah, she's a mix, a miniature pinscher, and we think Taiwan dog. She's a rescue dog, which means we don't know who her parents were. But yeah, we've had her since 2017. She's about 7 years old now.
Cool. You said a mini pinscher. I think this is a German breed. The full-sized Doberman pinscher dogs. I don't know how you'd say that in Chinese, but it's a very famous dog from the movies. Crime bosses always have two Doberman pinschers.
Doberman pinschers or pit bulls. Pit bulls are the little savage ones with the sharp teeth and everything. Doberman pinschers are these sort of tall, lean, black, pointy ears. Just look like, you know, really bad dude dogs. Yeah. But this one my wife fell in love with her when she saw her because she is, you know, she thinks she's a big bad dude dog, but she's just this cute little dog, only about like this big, really.
A mini pinscher, but they're very smart dogs for sure. So,
well, they're willful.
they want to be. Friends, today we want to talk about pets. Now, we all know we could probably talk for a long time about how much we love our pets. Don't even get me started on aquariums. But today I want to talk about the other aspect of owning a pet. We are talking about it in our magazine today. If you haven't subscribed to Advanced Magazine, please do. It's inexpensive, but the English teaching is high quality. So please get our magazine either in an e-format or the paper magazine if you'd like that. Today, let's talk about pets, though. The dark side of owning pets. The dark side. So, for you, what is the hardest thing about having pets? As you think about that, let's put up the poll. What is the most difficult thing about owning a pet? The cost, the mess, the care time, or the limits to vacation? You can't just leave them alone forever. So, go for it. What's the hardest thing about having Mei Mei?
Well, yeah, from this list, the cost, not so much. We sort of assume that, and we get paid back and, you know, affection and fun with her. The mess, that's really just when she's a puppy. I mean, it's a mess, all right. You know, if you're not up for the mess, then keep that in mind. But it's not something that we're constantly dealing with now. Care time, again, that's kind of like cost. We just assume that. The hardest part for us with Mei Mei, whom we love dearly, is the limits on our vacation. Or
that
the
last
limits,
one.
Yeah, on our time, because she is, like all dogs, she's a pack animal. She needs to be with her pack, and my wife and I are her pack, and so when we go out, even if just for a day, she really misses us, and so we try to limit how long we're out so that she's not all by herself, because she didn't like that.
Okay, the English teacher in me needs to stop you right there. Great vocab. Pack, P-A-C-K. If I said I packed my suitcase, you know what I'm saying, right? I'm putting things into something else. Or I packed my plate full of food. You could say our car was packed, and it means things are together. But the noun version of pack can mean two things. First, a pack could be a backpack, right? We all know backpack. Or a pack of animals, or a pack of children. It means a big group of creatures, often dogs and wolves, right?
A gang, basically. A gang.
Yeah. Your dog needs her gang, and when you leave, it is tough. Evangeline, hi, you have a pet dog, Yen Yen. I hope I'm saying that right. Her name in Chinese means round and complete happiness. That's amazing. I would love to see a picture. Is Yen Yen round? And B, our family members don't like pets. Yes, so actually I should have put that on the poll. The hardest thing is when you have someone that is afraid of your animal or scared.
And lives in the same house as you.
Yeah, I should have put that on the poll. B, good work. And thank you for joining as one of our members. Okay, friends, so what is the hardest thing about pets? I'm assuming most of you are adults or college students. If you're at this advanced level of English, good job, jiayo. But as adults, we have to think more seriously about these things. I have a lot of goldfish, and I would say the limits to vacation are also the main thing. I try to have a self-maintaining fish tank fish are basically, there's a quote that said, plants are the new pets. There we go. I forgot that for a second. Plants are the new pets. And what that person is saying is that now in this day and age, as people change, having a plant is the equivalent of like the emotional investment.
Right. In the old days, people had pets, but now if you want to be modern and keep up with the trends, you get a plant.
Yeah.
It's the new pet.
Have you named your plant? We also want to know this. So did you get May as a puppy or adoption?
We got her as a puppy. She was 8 weeks old.
Okay.
Yeah, she had been found in a rural area, just wandering along the road, and an organization that looks for dogs and cats like that and takes them in and, you know, connects them with owners and such, found her, and we found her that way.
That's great.
Yeah, just about 8 weeks old.
A rescue pet.
Yes.
That's cool. We sometimes refer to pets as just a rescue in the States. B, so now you have 3 cactus. Very good. For those of you who don't know what a cactus is, it's not a cat, though it could sound like that. It is one of those spiky thorn plants. I also have a cactus. So, you know what, as I'm remembering it, this quote that I heard said, plants are the new pets, and pets are the new kids. So that's actually how it went.
Yes, there's always something new.
And then the person who commented said, so what are kids? And someone responded, kids are the new exotic pets. You have to be crazy and really rich to have them. So sometime we really should talk about having kids and the demographics. I'm seeing this in the news all the time. That will be an interesting subject. But for now, do you agree with that general statement? You know, pets are the new kids. This is a big conversation,
Pets are the new
right?
kids, yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a statement about what's trendy, what's happening. It's in terms of its values, you can agree with it or disagree with it.
Sure.
But if that's sort of the mindset that's out there, here's a big word, Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist.
German word, but you hear it a lot in English. Yeah.
Z-E-I-T.
Zeitgeist.
Okay.
Zeitgeist.
Go.
It means like a mood or a community-wide, society-wide trend that everyone is doing, or that kind of sums up a certain mood, a certain feeling, a certain set of values or desires in a society at a given point in time. We say a good film has captured the zeitgeist of its time, or a record album could do that too.
Good point. So the dog in the stroller is the zeitgeist of our time.
Yeah.
I would say, I think it's actually really cool that people are caring more and more about the well-being of animals. As Christians, you know, that's right in the Bible. The righteous man cares for the life of his beast. A beast just means animal, or kind of a wild animal sometimes.
Right, yeah.
But I think as long as it's not at the expense of loving people, right? I only talk to my cats. I don't talk to my neighbors. That's the problem.
Right.
But I talk to my cats. I love them. I think that's cool, and it shows a compassionate heart.
We got some.
Hi, Evangeline. Well, Luna first. I don't have a pet. I have heard from older people say that we can't pet 2 dogs because there's a Chinese character. It means cry. They said, is that cool? Cool? Petting 2 dogs means cry. That's funny. So it's just not allowed, just 1 at a time. It's funny, before we moved to Taiwan, I gave my son a nickname, Cuba. I thought it was just like, you know, Cuba. He was little, and I just started calling him Cuba. And then when I came here, I realized that Cuba means to go on and cry. Like, go, Cuba! So every time I tell my kid at the playground, hey, Cuba, the other parents are telling me, they might be hearing, I'm telling my son to cry. They probably think I should just go get a dog instead of a kid.
Yes.
So why would you do that? Hi, Luna. Oh, wait, Evangeline. My dog's fortune is to kiss me when I get up every morning and come home from work. Yes, that is my dog's routine. I'm sorry. My dog's
It's probably
routine.
the fortune for the dog, too.
Yeah, that is, it depends on what your dog has been eating right before it kisses you, but it is nice to have the affection of a dog. Luna, but I don't agree with those older people's word. I agree with you, too. It's nice to have a pack of dogs at the dog park, a pack, and you can pet them all at once. And I always feel like I'm the alpha dog when I have a bunch of dogs around me. Like I am the captain. And finally, Evangeline, but my plant doesn't kiss me. That's good. Don't try to kiss a cactus. If you've tried it, you know you've suffered the consequences.
You'll get a prickly reception.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, do you have any house plants? We'll segue to plants for just a second.
Sure. We actually do have a couple of house plants, and one of them we actually know what it is. The other one we sort of inherited, and we try to keep track of it, but we don't know what it is. We're not plant experts.
Wow.
One of them is one of those plants that you put like on the top of a bookshelf or you hang from the ceiling, and it grows down out of the pot like that with these big long stems and leaves. It's wonderful.
Plants are nice because generally, except if they grow fast, they stay put. Okay, we talked about pets are the new kids and kids are the new exotic pets. I want to talk about exotic pets. If you were locked up during the COVID lockdowns, everyone on Netflix, it seemed, was watching this show, Tiger King. I don't necessarily recommend the show itself, but it was about a guy who keeps exotic pets. His nickname was Joe Exotic, and an exotic pet is something wild, like a tiger or something like that. I was just in Jimen over the weekend, and I saw an exotic pet. You want to guess what it was?
A lizard.
No, it was a meerkat. Think Timon from Timon and Pumbaa in The Lion King. Someone had a meerkat. So I petted that meerkat. Did I get bit? Well, you'll have to learn next week, friends. That's all the time for today. We appreciate you guys being here, listening to our live stream. We want to ask you a question also. Would you like the live stream to be longer? If so, how long? What would be best for your English learning? Let us know, and we'll see what we can do. We really do appreciate you watching, though. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that join button if you want more of our English language content. That will help you hear, and I always recommend when you're listening to English conversation, if you're by yourself, talk along. Just repeat. That's how babies learn, right? They hear us saying words, they repeat it. That's why we watch our language around kids.
Absolutely.
And then you just get better at speaking it out, which is the whole point of Advanced Magazine. We want you to be able to speak and use your amazing English that I know is in there. I know you know it. Okay, friends, we love you. We hope that we'll see you next week. God bless you, and thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye,
Go
everyone.
pet your pet.
Pet your pet.
Cool.
Do it for Cuba.
Go cry. Do it for Cuba. For Cuba. Cool.